What is going on, guys? It's me, Max, back with another episode of the channel here on Free Citizen. Now, just when you thought the United Kingdom could not get any worse, this week the Communist Party leader Kier Starmer has came out and announced that the UK is going to be introducing a digital ID system. Now, I already thought the UK was bad. I already thought it spied on its citizens a lot, but with this, it just got a whole lot more Orwellian and a whole lot more worse. Now, for those of you who don't know, the draconian gargoyle of the UK establishment, Tony Blair, tried to introduce something similar to this back in the early 2000s, and due to a lot of backlash and technology that wasn't quite there to do with biometrics at the time, the idea got pushed to the side and it was never carried through. Now, Kier Starmer has decided he wants his legacy not only to be wrecking the economy and making the UK even worse, he's decided he wants to be the one that introduces a digital ID system. Now, people are already being debanked for speaking out on social media. People are already having the police sent round to the house for saying the wrong thing in public forums. Now, with this ID system, there's going to be a centralised database of all your information. Now, people in the UK are obviously not happy about this. There's already been 1.6 million people that have signed a petition saying they are not for the digital ID and they do not want it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I thought in a country that was a democratic country, the people were supposed to have a say in what goes on, and it wasn't just the men in the glass tower barking orders down at us and telling us that we have to have what they want. Now, there are also rumours that Tony Blair's son, Blair, has been involved in the development of this software, and if that doesn't sound like legacy members of the Labour Party scratching each other's back, trying to profit off developing this surveillance software in the surveillance state, I don't know what does. Now, there's going to be a digital ID system that's apparently going to be used to check you have the right to work in the UK. Now, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just an idiot, but I thought that a national insurance number and either a passport or a driving licence already proved who you are and that you have the right to work in the UK. But apparently you're going to need this ID, and it's in the guise of protecting you. Now, I just think that this spin on the ID system is something that Labour's doing, trying to use the backlash against the foreigners that are illegally coming in and being housed by the government as kind of a packaging, a Trojan horse to make it sound like the government's looking out for you, when obviously, really, they just want to spy on you, track you, and know everything that you're doing, so you have no privacy. Now, if you're living in the UK in 2025, you're basically living in an Orwellian surveillance, totalitarian state. And with the stuff that the World Economic Forum said in the past, and the fact that Kier Starmer is firmly in bed with them, tells me that the UK eventually is probably going to use this to track carbon credits, to track what you've said on social media, to make you sign into places that you go, and just overall have the ability to track you within the country. On top of this, you've got Palantir has made an investment in the UK, opening up a headquarters in London. And for those of you guys who don't know, Palantir is the Peter Thiel-backed surveillance software that's being used by the CIA and many intelligence agencies around the world to spy on its citizens in a Minority Report style, categorize them and identify potential threats. Because whenever governments introduce any kind of system, whether it's a digital ID or anything else, what they often present it as being used for is not often what it ends up getting used for in the end. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I like my privacy. I don't want to be in a digital database, and I do not want to be tracked by the government everywhere I go via a digital ID. Now, I don't live in the UK. I haven't lived there since 2018. So for me, I'm just a man on the internet complaining and drawing attention to this because I actually care about the UK and the future of its citizens. But if you are sick of this, if you are someone that doesn't want to live in this environment, you either have to grin, bear it, and try and sign these petitions, protest when they're happening, and show that you are not on board for the kind of government, for the kind of future that the Labour Party is trying to create. If you are someone that has the ability to live abroad and you're already not doing, then I suggest you leave the UK. If you need a residency, you can reach out to us. We provide residencies in many countries, and we're not just a business. We want to help people access more freedom globally and escape the clutches of these Western totalitarian governments. Thank you for watching the episode, guys. Thank you for tuning in the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.